What I can do as UN Special Rapporteur on the human rights to safe drinking water and sanitation is briefly present to you the inhumane situation of the population of Gaza with regard to drinking water, sanitation, and the consequences for the health of more than 2 million people. Israel, through government and army spokesmen at the highest level, publicly proclaimed from the beginning of this war that it would cut off water, food, and energy to the civilian population. Currently, the population lives at present on an average of 5 liters per person and per day. Any one of us uses no less than 100 liters for our daily needs without any luxury. And the WHO sets the minimum requirement in emergency situations at 15 liters. But the most serious thing is that accessible water is often contaminated by fecal matter and salinized, leading to serious health problems, especially for children and infants. The only one natural source of fresh water in the coast is the coastal aquifer in Gaza, shared with Israel. The Strip is home to 2.3 million Palestinians, of whom 1.7 million are refugees forced by Israel to live there in refugee camps. During the blockade that Gaza has been suffering for more than 17 years, this huge population has been forced to pump 3 times more water than the aquifer received through natural replenishment, resulting in intense marine intrusion and salinization. In addition, Israel has been blocking during all this time 70% of the materials needed to build and operate sewage treatment plants considered as dual-use materials, preventing proper sewage treatment, which has led to progressive fecal contamination of groundwater. Until the outbreak of the war, drinking water was supplied by desalination plants and a limited amount of water sold to the Palestinians by Israel. This provided drinking water to about 40% of the population. At the outbreak of the war, Israel radically cut off this water supply and cut off the power supply, collapsing desalination plants and the few treatment plants that were in force working. The lack of clean water has led to 1.7 million cases of infectious diseases, mainly diarrhea, dysentery, and hepatitis A, particularly affecting children, as well as cases of polio, smallpox, and other infectious diseases that can trigger massive and deadly epidemics. All this, coupled with the lack of medical care, result in deaths, especially babies and children, making water scarcity and contamination, as I say, usually silent bomb. A silent, yes, but lethal bomb. Israel's violation of existing international law, as International Criminal Court has already ruled, is systematic. Both the 4th Geneva Convention and the Rome Statute, as well as customary international humanitarian law, are being violated on a daily basis. As I have long insisted, the Rome Statute classifies the cutting off medicines and food, and let us not forget that water is the essential daily food we need, as a crime of extermination. But non-compliance with international law related to water does not only concern Gaza. The militarization of water in the occupied Palestinian territories has been at the heart of a policy of water and territorial apartheid for the past 50 years. 50 years already, including the destruction of basic Palestinian water infrastructure. Palestinians have no access to the Jordan River and cannot build wells of or water infrastructure in their own territories. They have only 70 liters per person per day, and many rural communities have only 20 liters, while Israeli population has 4 times more on average, and illegal settlers receive around 20 times more water for their crop and swimming pools. Well, in summary, we are witnessing genocide against the Palestinian people. And I insist, we cannot remain impassive. Thank you very much.